Hi everyone, welcome back to Porch Pilates. Maybe the only one of the summer, we'll see. So I hope that you're enjoying the summer so far. If it's too hot for you today, just do this one inside. But if you're able to get outside, go ahead and get outside. Set yourself up on your mat. Lie down, do any kind of twisting, any stretching that you need to do before we get started. Just make sure that you feel the body settled into the floor. And really try to bring your focus inward, really connect with your breath, with your body, with the movement as we do our class today. Hug those knees in, take a little rock side to side, place the feet down nice and parallel, neutral pelvis. Reach the arms as high as your hips, curl the head and the shoulders up, lift the arms and bring them down. Lift the arms up, maybe just past the shoulders, and then bring them strongly down. So it's like a super exaggerated 100 arms. Really strong arms, one solid piece, those arms. Lift those arms up, place the hands behind the head, let your head settle into your arms, and then lower the body down. Curl the head and the shoulders up and lower down. Curl up and down. Curl up and down. Notice what your pelvis is doing as this upper body is curling. Make sure it's still. That pelvis, that tailbone. Make sure those legs are engaged a bit. Feel the feet on the mat. Keep going. We're almost there. Curl up and down. Take those legs in. One knee in, one leg straight. Make sure you're stable and centered on that mat. And then switch. Single leg stretch going into our abdominal series right away. Really try to be parallel. Pay attention to where the hands are to help those legs stay parallel. Both legs in. Arms and legs out. Everything in. Reach out, inhale. Exhale in. Out. And in. Reach long. And come in. Inhale. And exhale. One leg high, one leg low, both legs straight. Rest the head for a moment to enjoy that stretch. And then switch the legs. Enjoy that stretch again. Try to hold on behind the thigh or behind the calf so that leg can stay as straight as possible. And go ahead and switch. And switch. Stretch the legs. And switch. Really pull that leg towards you and push the leg into the hand. Switch. And switch. Single straight leg stretch. Both legs together, hands under your tailbone for this one. Curl the head and the shoulders up when you're ready. Tailbone steady. Inhale as the legs lower. Exhale to lift. Really picture those legs separate from the rest of your body, although we do want everything working together for the better. But allow those legs to rotate and move within your hip sockets. Inhale as the legs lower. Exhale to lift. Bend the knees, crisscross hands behind the head. Twist and twist. Twist and twist. Same parallel with those legs. Same intention with those legs. Twist and twist. Twist and twist. Twist and twist. Twist and twist. Is the word redundant yet? Go ahead, bend the knees in. Take the feet down. Arms down to the mat. Focus to the sky. Tuck the pelvis. Peel the spine off. Lift into a bridge. And then rolling down. See if you can go longer as you roll down. We are going to do some variations in our bridge today. Lift back up into that bridge again. Rolling down, starting with both feet on the mat, nice and traditional. Peeling the spine up. Extend your left leg in the air. Lift that left leg and flex the foot and lower. Point to lift. Flex to lower. Point to lift. Flex to lower. Bend the leg. Place the left foot down. Stay lifted if you can. When you're ready, extend the right leg in the air. Lift with a point, lower with a flex. Try to not let the hips move. Really strong abdominals. Arms are pressing into the mat. Keep that focus towards the ceiling. Bend the right leg. Place the right foot down. Make sure the legs and feet are even. And then rolling down. Nice, guys. Tuck and tilt the pelvis a few times if it feels good. Hug your left knee in. Take the right leg straight on the mat. Straighten that left leg to the sky. Point the foot. Circle the leg in. And circle. And circle. Pausing at the top. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Reverse the circle. Reverse the circle, circling out. Got 2 more to go. How's that right leg? How's that supporting side? Last one. Lower that leg all the way down. Hug the right knee in. Develop that right leg towards the sky. Flex that left foot. Circle that right leg in and back up. Circle across and up. You got 3 more. Nothing else should be moving. That left leg is nice and long on your mat. Reverse your circle for 5. 3 more. Easy rotation within the hip. If the knee has to bend, that's totally fine. 1 more. And then take that leg all the way down. Keep both legs long. Reach the arms overhead. Flex both feet. Take the arms towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, roll up. Sit nice and tall. Adjust yourself on the mat if you need to. Make sure your sits bones are underneath you. Shoulders are relaxed. Tuck the pelvis, rolling out, back and down to your mat. Arms to the ceiling, slightly overhead. And then back up. Inhale, exhale. Grab those legs if you need to. Sit tall at the top. We're going to come back to those arms that we saw in the very beginning in a moment, but one more traditional roll down. Then roll back up all the way. Sitting nice and tall. Rolling back. Again, arms to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. Coming all the way up. Take a stretch forward. Reach for those toes. And doing a variation on our roll down. So arms start towards the front again. You're going to round halfway back. Lift the arms and then bring them strongly down. Reach out and lift strongly down. Palms are facing one another. Reach up and down. Reach and down. Hands behind your head. Stay rounded. All the way down to your shoulder blades. Pause. And then all the way down to the mat. Take the arms towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. Take your hands behind your head as soon as you can. Sit tall. Dive your body forward, round the upper spine, let the elbows drop. We're doing neck pull. Sit tall, open the elbows, hinge back, flat back, not all the way. Pause. Tuck the pelvis around the spine, roll to the shoulder blades only, pause. And then all the way down, arms to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. Roll up, hands behind the head. Sit tall, dive up and over, fold the elbows in. Stretch the back of the neck. Actually stretch the back of the neck. Sit tall, open the elbows, hinge back a little further than you just did. Flat back. Tuck the pelvis round down just to the shoulder blades. And then all the way down. Nice, guys. That was a neck pull. Bend the knees now. Bring your feet to the mat. Reach the arms as high as your hips. Pump those arms and breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Doing our hundreds, no tension in the neck. Take the legs to tabletop. Strong arms, one long arm. Shoulder to fingertips. Straighten the legs in the air if you can. Well, technically 2 long arms. You might have 1 arm, I don't know. Keep breathing, keep going. Bend back to tabletop. Inhaling and exhaling. Flex those feet. We're almost there. And hug the knees in, rock up, sit tall for a moment, take a butterfly stretch, let the knees open, and we're going to go into some rolling, some rocking. Let's do a little rolling like a ball. Hug the knees in, stay in this rounded ball shape, roll to the shoulder blades, roll up, find your balance, roll back, roll up, again back, and up. If you want to challenge yourself, you can let go. Have your hands hover away from your shins. Knees can be all the way together or as wide as your shoulders. Up to you. Feet can be together. Round back, round up. If you have any back or spine issues, feel free to leave these out. Balance with those legs in tabletop. Slowly take your torso down, teaser 1, and then hug those knees in. Take a twist. Let the knees fall to the left. And then let both knees fall to the right. All right, flip on over to your hands and your knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Tops of the feet down on the mat if that feels all right for your feet. Around the spine, push away from the floor, and then arch, tilt the pelvis, look forward, tuck and round, lengthen, and then arch. Enjoying that spine articulation, enjoying that movement of the pelvis. And then we're going to come down to forearms and elbows all the way out onto your stomach, and then have your hands stacked one on top of the other, forehead down to hands, elbows wide. Core engaged, pelvis flat, push into the mat to lift the head and the chest. And then bring your head back down to your hands. Push into the mat, lift just the head and chest. And then lower down, little baby swan here. Keep the tops of your feet down for now. Lift the head and the chest. Lift the hands to join the head. Open the elbows to the ribs, bring the hands back to the head, and then come back down. So everything lifts, elbows to ribs, hands back to forehead, and lower down. Everything lifts, elbows to ribs, hands to forehead, lower down. Lift head, hands, heart, elbows to ribs, hands to forehead, elbows to ribs, hands to mat, push up higher into swan, full swan, and then come all the way down. Adjust anything you need to, lifting up into swan again. And then lowering down. We're going to go into, do another 1 or 2 swan, and then if you want to and no swan dive, you can take the swan dive. You can just lift your hands off and push back up, or you can shoot your arms out in front of you, catch yourself at the top, or take a little rock forward and back. Although, we're going to come to a plank position now. That one kind of led right into that. So we're up in our plank position, up on our hands. We're just going to rock forward and back on the feet. A little balance control front. Rocking forward and back on both feet. Lift those hips to a down dog. Walk your feet closer in. Walk your hands closer in. Bend the knees a little. Press up onto the toes, lifting the heels. Do what feels good, and then find that plank position again. Rock forward and back. Try not to let your pelvis drop. Keep those abdominals lifted. Keep your low back lengthened, widened, and then lift the hips to down dog again. Rest in this down dog position. Roll the body through. Find that plank position again. Rock forward, back. Rock forward and back. Rock forward and back. And then lift those hips to down dog. Pedal the feet, do a little running, bend one knee and then the other. And then bring your knees down to the mat just barely, and then push back to down dog. So body forward, knees down, and then down dog. Body forward, knees down, and down dog. I'm pretty much keeping my back straight. I may be rounding a little bit as I go from one position to the other. As I bring my knees down and then back to down dog. So it's not that same spine articulation we just had. A little faster movement there. And then bring your knees all the way down and take a child's pose briefly. Do what feels good. Roll those wrists out if you need to. And then turn over, have a seat, take your legs in front of you. Do a little twisting next, I believe. Geez, adjust your clothing as much as I just did. Stack your arms one on top of the other like a genie. Make sure those shoulders are open and relaxed first. Legs are all the way together, feet are flexed so that we can check in to make sure our legs are the same length at the start. Take an inhale in the center. As you exhale, you're going to twist to your left. Make sure your feet did not move. And then come back center. Inhale in the center. Exhale to twist to your right. Pull your left hip back. You'll inhale while you're there, and then the exhale will bring you back center. Switch the arm that's on top. Do that again. Exhale as you twist left. And exhale as you come back to the center to inhale. Exhale to twist right. Stay there, inhale. Grow taller so that you have space to exhale and come back to the center. Reach the arms towards the ceiling and then bend your elbows wide like a goalpost. Twist right. Exhale, twist center. Inhale in the center. Exhale, twist to your left. Make sure that your arms are not behind you. Make sure that your ribs are soft. And then reach the arms straight towards the ceiling. Bend back to that goalpost position. One more time, twist to your right. On your next exhale, you'll come back to the center. Inhale in the center, and then twist to your left. Stay there, inhale, and then exhale back to the center. Reach the arms towards the ceiling, and then take a stretch forward. Next time you do that, really make sure that those arms are active, as if you are pushing down against something, back against something. Have some activity going on in those arms. Let's do some side legs. Flip on over to your right side. Be at the back edge of your mat. Stack your legs one on top of the other. You can have your right hand support your head. You can grab a block or a pillow if you need it. Lift the legs. Bring your feet towards the front corner. Make sure those hips are stacked. Lift the top leg and lower. Stay parallel. Lift and lower. Be aware of that bottom rib cage. Try to hover your bottom rib cage off your mat. Lift that top leg and lower. Keep the foot flexed to a double kick front, single swing back with a point. Kick, kick, and point. Kick, kick, and sweep back. Core is engaged. Torso should not be moving, especially if you've been doing Pilates for a while. Really get picky with yourself. Don't let the torso move. Engage the core. Keep the leg back there and do a circle. 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 Or tap your toe. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Bring the leg forward. We're tapping the toe. If you circled back there, go ahead, circle forward here. If you didn't, go ahead and tap the toe. So we're tap the toe behind, lift and tap it forward, tap it back, tap it forward, lift and back, lift to come forward, and parallel and over the bottom leg. Turn out both feet. Slide your top heel up your bottom leg and then stretch the leg long. Slide that heel along the bottom leg to find that rotation and then stretch out long. Flex that foot. Point the feet, sorry. Unclear. That should have been a cut. Slide that heel up and slide down. We're finding that rotation of that top leg. Not sure what that pause was for on my end. Apologies. But we're really finding that rotation in that left leg without letting the hip hike up. Keep the leg straight. Kick the leg up with a point and flex, bring it down. Don't let the hip lift. Don't let the bottom leg lift. Don't let the bottom rib cage push into the mat. Keep everything that you already have. Go ahead and take that leg down. Bend the knees towards the front edge of the mat. Shins towards the front edge of the mat. Hips stacked, legs stacked. Turn that leg in and turn out. Turn in knee to knee and foot to foot. When you're ready, grab the top foot. Take a quad stretch if that feels all right for your knee. And then release that stretch. From here, lift the top leg off the bottom leg. Stretch the leg long. Lift the leg. Lower the leg. Bend back in. Stretch. Lift. Lower. Bend. Stretch towards the front corner. Lift and lower, and then bend back to tabletop. All of this happens without that hip moving. You will get more out of it the more you can keep everything else stable. Rest that leg down. You should feel it in your glute. Extend your bottom leg. Bend the top leg. Bring the foot on the mat in front of you or on top of your leg. Lift and lower that bottom leg. This was a new one for me, I think, putting that foot on my leg. And then place your top foot behind your bottom leg if you're able to, and do a small circle of that bottom leg. Top foot is behind your bottom leg, and we're circling the bottom leg. Go ahead and reverse. If you fall over, it's all right. Challenge yourself in new ways. And then keep the bottom leg extended. Extend the top leg over the bottom leg, hovering both legs off of your mat. Stay there, hover those legs, and then beat those heels together. Keeping those legs straight and long and strong. And then bend the knees and relax. Come to your back. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh and enjoy that figure 4 stretch. And then uncross that leg, come on up, transition to the other side. You're gonna lie on the left side of the body. Left hand can be supporting the head if that feels all right, or use a pillow or a block, whatever you did on the other side. Body towards the back edge of your mat, legs stacked, one on top of the other, hips stacked. Again, your legs here should also be the same length to one another. Bring your feet towards the front corner of your mat. Lift that bottom rib cage and lift and lower your top leg. Parallel flexed foot like you're wiping away something in front of you. You're wiping your foot against the wall. Double kick to the front, point the foot, single swing back. Double kick, single swing. Kick, kick, and swing back. Kick, kick, and swing back. Kick, kick, and back. Leave the leg back there, tap the big toe onto the floor. Get a stretch across the side of that leg, the side of that hip, and then bring the leg forward. Tap, and tap, and tap, and tap. Lift to the back, 2, and 1, to the front, 2, and 1, and then back, and front, and back, and front, and then over the bottom leg. Turn out the legs, slide that heel up your bottom leg, and then slide the leg back. Down, pointed or flexed foot. I usually do a flexed foot. I'm doing a pointed foot here. Dealer's choice. Just as long as that hip does not hike up, you keep space between the top of that hip and the bottom of that rib cage. Keep that bottom rib cage hovering off of the mat. Point the leg, kick the leg up with a point, and then flex. Bring the leg down. Keep the leg straight. Kick up and strongly down. Kick up and strongly down. Again, nothing else moves. Bend those knees. Bring your shins towards the front edge of your mat. Let your arm and your head relax for a moment, and then turn that top leg in and out, whatever speed feels good for you, and then grab the top of that foot when you're ready. Take that quad stretch or whatever stretch you did on your other side. Release that stretch. Keep the legs. Start with both legs bent. Top leg over bottom leg. Bottom rib cage off the mat. You're going to lift that top leg. You're going to stretch to the front corner, lift the leg, lower the leg, and bend in. Keep it in the air. Stretch, lift, lower, pull in. Push out, lift, lower, pull in with the core. Stretch, lift, lower, pull in. Stretch, lift, lower, pull in, and relax. Nice, guys. Straighten the bottom leg. Bend the top leg, foot to the mat, or foot to your leg. Lift and lower that bottom leg. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. You can do a single lift or a double lift, your choice. And then bring your top foot to the mat behind your bottom leg and do small circles of that bottom leg. And then reverse your circles. Extend both legs in the air. Top leg over bottom leg. Ooh, I forgot those beats. Y'all do those beats. Legs are straight, together, and beat those legs together. We'll say 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take that figure 4 stretch, crossing your right leg over your left. Breathing. We have just a few more things. Release that figure 4 stretch. Take your legs to tabletop. Take your hands in a diamond shape to your forehead. We're going to do breaststroke. Arms and legs to the sky. Open as wide as your mat. Circle forward, curl up, and then come back to start. Arms and legs to the ceiling. Open, circle down and forward, curl up into a teaser if you can, or just to the shoulder blades, and then come back down, elbows and knees bent. Do a number more. A few more. Arms and legs straight to the ceiling. Open as wide as your mat. Circle down, curl up, come forward. Find that teaser. And then in control, come back to start. Hands to the forehead, legs to tabletop. Arms and legs straight. Open. Curl up, reach. Balance. All the way back down, elbows and knees bend. Reach up. open, circle forward, come all the way up if you can. Ooh, swat the bug. And then bend back in. Again, arms to the ceiling, circle, curl up, teaser. Bring the body down, keep your legs straight, curl back up, teaser one. Try to keep those legs straight if you can. Let the body go down in control. Use the breath. Curl up, exhale. Find your balance, fight for it. Grab those legs in the air for a moment. Let the body relax.
Which one is that?
Reach the arms long. Legs can be bent or straight. Lower the legs and lift. Lower the legs and lift. Don't let your body move. Lower the legs and lift. Don't let your torso move. Your body's moving. Your legs are moving. Grab those legs. Pause for a moment. You know what's next. Reach the arms forward. Find your balance up on those sits bones. Adjust anything if you need to. And then when you're ready, everything will go down to your mat, and then everything will come right back up. Use your breath. Suck those abdominal muscles in towards your core, or in towards your spine, your belly button towards your spine. Your abdominal muscles are your core. All the way back down, all the way up. Inhale, exhale, and then relax. Do about 3. Nice, everyone. Let your body round forward. Legs are crossed if that feels all right. Sit nice and tall. Round back, rock back, dive your body forward, lengthen the spine when it feels good, and then sit tall. Little Marthagram. Round back, round forward, and then sit tall. A variation on Marthagram. Go ahead and twist to your right, just let those arms reach, and then a gentle twist to your left, let the arms reach. Loosening up the spine, loosening up the back after our teasers. Twisting again to the right and then to the left. Go ahead and turn over. Find that down dog position, bend one knee and then the other right away. Walk your feet towards your hands and your hands towards your feet. Let the body hang forward for just a moment. Enjoy that stretch. Flatten out the spine and then drop. Flatten out the spine, lifting part way up and then drop the body down. Again, flat back and forward. Bend the knees. Slowly round all the way up. Nice work, everyone. I will see you next time, be it another Porch Pilates, maybe a beach Pilates. See you next time. Nice work.